Hello to you, Rhiannon. So, how do the people feel who are going to the palace? Glad or not that Nick Griffin won't be with them and enjoying tea?
Well, Kay, when we found out back in June that Nick Griffin had been invited to this garden party, it raised a few eyebrows then. But today, I think, really is causing more controversy than any of us could ever have imagined. You can soon see the destruction that's been left behind by the students. That was where those fires were started yesterday. And if we move over here, behind the people, you can also see this telephone box has been completely smashed to pieces. You've got graffiti, glass everywhere. This is even more heartbreaking and distressing, being at a time of year when so many of us are getting ready to spend time with our relatives. Instead, the parents of Joe Yates have found themselves caught up in this mystery of what exactly has happened to their daughter. First tonight, he had offered no defence and the jury had no doubts. Serial killer Peter Tobin did murder the Essex teenager Dinah McNichol. When Zoe Pemberton, who's from Clacton, found her nan Marion was getting on her nerves a bit, well, she decided to do something about it.
Now, what would you do about it?
Oh,
well, this is what she decided to do. She put her up for sale on eBay.
But we have spoken to the Council of Mosques in Luton this morning. They say that your comments show a complete lack of understanding. Have you actually spoken to women who wear the burqa?
Well, I think their comments reflect their complete lack of understanding about the hostility that's being provoked.
You really must move away now!
It's no surprise that people of Hemel Hempstead will never forget this. It was the biggest explosion ever seen in peacetime Europe, described by one man as like the end of the world. But David Mitchell was much closer. His son's bedroom overlooks the depot.
You know, the ceilings are collapsed and, you know, bits of the roof are falling down.
The Prime Minister and Arnold Schwarzenegger have been firm friends for a while now, so it's only right that he gets a trip to David Cameron's new home, here to talk about the economy, Afghanistan, and probably not his film work. It seems the PM is a fan. We left the puns to him.
You can help me terminate the budget deficit.
If you think it's tough de-icing your car first thing in the morning, these guys are really facing a struggle. The areas where all the planes are parked, they all have to be de-iced. Any snow like this, which is coming down, that's going to have to be cleared later on. And of course, there's also the runway, and they have to de-ice all the planes as well. Of course, these days, we're all used to using our computers at just the touch of a button. But back in the 1970s, it was all a little more do-it-yourself. You see, back then, you didn't get things like a monitor or a keyboard. Instead, you got a box of bits like this, and this is what made up your Apple PC. 12 months on, just try getting them to sit still. I failed not once. Oh, we're just losing one now. Not twice. Oh, poor Sebastian. But more than 3 times. Oh, and I'm being strangled now. But now 8 of those teams have decided they don't want to play by their rules anymore, having fallen out over plans to cap their budgets and also restrict new technology. And that's what could break up Formula One. With the row that's been going on a little bit over there, it could be easy to forget the thousands of very loyal fans like this family here who've bothered to travel all the way here to Silverstone to actually have a fun weekend. And this is one of 12 campsites which is dotted all the way around Silverstone. How do you cope with that attention, and do you get to live like a normal 22-year-old at all? Do you get to go out and have fun?
I don't really, and if I do, I have to think of the consequences.
When you're up here and you're seeing this and experiencing something that most people would never get to experience, I think it's worth beating my fear for.
Maybe I'd spoken too soon.
Oh! I've never seen a world like that before!
You heard in my report there that we believed that Sienna Miller was one of those 8 people who had settled out of court with News International. But in the last 10 minutes, we've had a statement from her lawyer which says claims against the News of the World have not been settled. The Commissioner came out and spoke to us a little over an hour ago and said that full investigation will take place. He has condemned tonight the violence that we have seen on the streets of London.
Well, Rhiannon, what are you hearing about the condition of the children right now?
Well, tonight I think that the parents, anyone involved in this crash, is saying that it could have been so much worse. It only happened 4 hours ago and we're still hearing details about how the children involved are. Security chiefs believe that he is the group's bomb-making expert who's built the devices for a number of big attacks. He was actually held responsible for designing the underwear bomb that was used by a Nigerian man to try to blow up a plane over Detroit last Christmas. Wellies and waterproofs won't cut it because Today is all about the best of British culture, the best of British design, and it's about really widening the festival experience. Now, the man behind it was Wayne Hemingway, designer. You are here in the middle of your own high street. Yeah. How does it feel?
Well, first bit of rain, but never mind, it's only a passing shower, yeah.
Apparently, Keira Knightley is one of the best that he's taught. Clive Owen and Dame Judi Dench have also taken lessons, although they probably didn't make it look like such hard work. Oh, just hit the tree.
Fans of X Factor will know this one, flying high in the charts at the moment. That one.
Yes, that's the one.
It wasn't in my head.
Yeah.
Cheryl Cole. That one. There you go.
And next up, if you need any help, he was famous for his song Thriller. Yeah. Don't we know? That's all for now. We're back with Anglia tonight at 6. Until then, have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.